Okay, everybody, welcome back to the Juggernaut Show. I'm your host, Juggernaut097, and today I'm here to do my review of WWE Extreme Rules 2022, was on Peacock last Saturday, which was October 8th. Which I know this is a little late review for the show, but hey, better late than never, am I right? I feel like I always say that, but hey, I just had a lot of things going on, and I kind of went down with a little cold. So hey, but I'm gonna do this review regardless for you guys. So let's quit wasting time because I'm going to try to do this review really quick. Not trying to waste any time. So let's get started with this. So the first match that kicked off Extreme Rules was a good old Donnybrook match. We had the Brawling Brutes, Ridge Holland and Butch going up against Imperium, the team of Gunther, or Walter, whatever you want to call him, Kaiser, and Giovanna Vinci. This was probably the best match on the show. There were points in this match where it was a little bit, what am I trying to say? It was a little bit overbooked. But no, this was a good old brawl. I mean, a lot of weapon spots in this match. I feel like every guy did what they needed to do. The crowd was really into it. I mean, there were some points where the crowd was into it, like when Sheamus and Gunther was going for when they were doing like the shillelagh spot. It seems like they were kind of dead during those spots when that was happening. But when Sheamus went for the Celtic Cross through the table, the crowd, got right back into it. They popped. So that was a really awesome spot in the match. The rest of Imperium looked good. The match that Sheamus and Gunther had at what pay-per-view was it? At that Clash at the Castle. That match was really good, and then we had Gunther win at that show, and then he won on SmackDown. So he retained the IC title last Friday. Not this Friday, but last Friday he retained it. So it was only right to have the Brawling Brutes win here. And I feel like Sheamus, he is so over right now. And I think it's due to Gunther and with them having these awesome matches. So yeah, it was not nice that the Brawling Brutes went over here. But like I said, I mean, there were some points in the match that were just way overbooked in this match. I mean, with the bar spot, with the bar getting they had like a mini bar over there, and like it got destroyed right at the beginning of the match. Didn't last very long. Like I said, they did some shillelagh spots. It was just a good, hard hitting match. I enjoyed it. Great way to kick off the show. But like I said, this was probably the best match of the night. So let's move on to the next match. Next match we have is we got the SmackDown Women's Championship on the line in an Extreme Rules match. We had Liv Morgan defending the title against Ronda Rousey. Yeah, this match did not do it for me. I was not a big fan of this match at all. They, for some reason, maybe like their chemistry wasn't here. I mean, this felt like a kind of a squash match. Like I like their SummerSlam match better. I mean, that match was kind of a squash match as well. I mean, Liv had a little bit more offense than they did that whole screwy finish at SummerSlam. But this here, I feel like they did not have any chemistry at all. Like it was bad. Like the whole storyline behind this was Liv Morgan, she was going to use more of like the gimmicky stuff, like the more of the tables, chairs, and whatever you can do in an Extreme Rules match. Candlesticks, get up, use a bat. And then Ronda Rousey basically wasn't one to use that stuff. She just used her bare hands to win the match. Yeah, so this match Yeah, I really wasn't a big fan of this match at all. Like I said, their chemistry wasn't really there. They had a few botches in this match where it's like Liv Morgan. She tried putting a chair in the corner, but the chair fell out. But I mean, she still Liv still went with the move anyway. Like it was like a backbreaker, and then she was going to send her into the chair in the corner. I didn't see what she was trying to do there, but it just didn't come off very well. The baseball shot, the bat shots did not come over very well either. Um, what else do we have in this match? I mean, it was nice when Liv Morgan hit the senton through the a table. They did a nice table spot in the match, and then basically Ronda Rousey no sold that like after she because Liv Morgan went for a pin right after that, and then like Ronda Rousey put in like an arm bar onto Liv Morgan, and then she like Ronda Rousey she like transitioned like into like a bicep type of submission, and basically Liv Morgan she didn't tap out but she passed out to the submission. So I mean it still makes Liv Morgan look decent. It's not like she tapped out and stuff. So I mean we got that there, but yeah, I just like I said, the chemistry wasn't really there in this match. I wasn't a big fan of this. The crowd wasn't even into this match either. Um, yeah, it's I didn't really think they really needed an Extreme Rules match here. Like they just didn't need to do this here. I'm happy this was not the main event because I thought this was going to be the main event. Just because they had Ronda Rousey on the pay per view poster. I thought they were going to do that, but no, they went with the fight pit match. But no, I mean, yeah, I mean there were points in this match where I liked, but like a majority of this match, like I said, their chemistry wasn't really there. So let's move on to the next match, which we have is a strap match. We have Drew McIntyre going up against Karrion Kross. I never really been the biggest fan of like strap matches, or like never been the biggest fan of the stipulation. But no, I thought this was a decent match. I mean, Michael Cole, he was talking about some of the greatest strap matches that have happened in wrestling, and he even talked about the match between Sting and Vader, which I kind of want to go check that match out. I don't remember what pay per view that's from. If someone wants to go down in the comments below and tell me what show was that from, that Sting and Vader strap match. Yeah, you can go down below. Tell me that match. Or you can tell me what pay per view that was at. I know it was a WCW pay per view, but I don't remember what show we said. But Scarlett, she played a big role in this match here. Doing a lot of distracting. At the beginning of the match, Karrion Kross, he didn't want to put on the strap and threw the strap outside the ring while Drew McIntyre had it on, and Scarlett was like pulling it. I mean, it's no disqualification, so really anything goes in this match. But yeah, Karrion Kross, he did a lot of whipping Drew McIntyre with the strap on his back and stuff. Did a lot of brawling outside the ring, even in the crowd. Like the beginning of the match was kind of slow until like Karrion Kross actually finally put on the strap, and then Drew McIntyre, he has a nice little comeback in the match. It looks like he's going to win at one point where he was getting ready to go for the getting ready to go for his drop kick or whatever, what that kick he does. He was getting ready to go for that, but Scarlett got in the ring and she sprayed like some pepper spray in the face of Drew McIntyre, and then Karrion Kross hit that elbow. I can't remember what his finisher is exactly called, but hit his elbow, not the cross jacket because that's a submission. But yeah, Karrion Kross hit that and got the 1, 2, 3. So Karrion Kross won the match. I thought it was right to have him go over here. I mean, yeah, it was a decent match. Like the beginning of the match, like I said, was kind of I wasn't really into it, but then once Drew McIntyre started doing this comeback, and they had the ending result, so I feel like it was right here. And Scarlett, she was looking really good in this match. Like she was looking really, really good. Like she was looking very like the way her outfit was. Like she was It looked like something you see from the Attitude Era, so it was nice to see it a little bit. But yeah, let's move on to the next match, which we have is the Raw Women's Championship match. And this was a ladder match. Bianca Belair was defending the title against Bailey, which I think this was. I don't remember much women's championship matches in a ladder match. I can't recall really any. So I think this was like one of the first um women's championship matches in a ladder match. So that's pretty historic. Um, this is one of your typical WWE ladder matches. There wasn't like a whole lot of crazy spots. Like now, if you go back to earlier this year, with like AEW, like with Cody Rhodes and Sammy Guevara. Now that's a lot of spots in that match, but this match here didn't really have all the crazy spots like off the top of the ladder and stuff. This was more like a babyface type of heel type of ladder match where Bailey during the live match he was trying to do trying to work on Bianca Belair's leg. She hit Bailey did a nice sunset flip, sunset flip. If I can talk right now, sunset flip into the ladder, like it was in the corner. So that was a nice spot in the match. A lot of the match was like Bailey trying to sandwich Bianca through the ladder. Of course, we had the rest of damage control come out and try to help Bailey get the win. Io Sky and Dakota Kai, they tried to, they ran interference in this match. But, Bianca Belair overcame, all these odds this match. She hit a double KOD onto Dakota Kai and Io Sky, which it didn't really come off that great, but I think it was more on Io Sky in the match there. Also, Bianca, she hit a nice KOD on a ladder onto Bailey, and then she climbed up the ladder to get to retain her Raw Women's Championship, which I think that maybe they should have went with Bailey here because I have no idea really where Bailey goes after this. Like, who's going to be challenging Bianca Belair next? Like, I just don't know on the top of my head right now. But I guess we'll see where this goes. Who knows? Maybe in the future they might do a unification match for the Raw and SmackDown Women's Championships. Who knows if that happens? But yeah, Bianca Belair retained the Raw Women's Championship, which, like I say, it was a good match. But it was your typical WWE ladder match. Nothing like crazy spots or anything. So yeah, we'll move on to the next match then, which was an I Quit match. We had Edge going up against Finn Balor, which this match got nearly in half an hour. This was a long match. This felt like something you would see during the Attitude Era. They fought in the crowd. They used like hockey sticks against each other. I wouldn't be surprised if Paul Heyman had something to do like with booking this match because the show was from Philadelphia. This was something like probably we would see in ECW. But yeah, this match was pretty long. We had a lot of things going on in this match here. I'm not going to go over like every single spot in this match because it's just like way too much. This is going to take way too much time to go over. But no, this was a long match. We had the rest of Judgment Day ran interference in this match. Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest, and Dominic. They came out, tried to make Edge to say "I quit." Dominic, like Michael Cole, he seems really passionate. He's talking about Dominic. I feel like Michael Cole has spent his like a lot of his probably you go back 20 years when Dominic was little and they had the feud between Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero. So Michael Cole has seen Dominic Mysterio grow up, so I feel like it's cool to see him improving and see this character growth in Dominic, like from him growing up as from him being a little kid to being where he is now. It's pretty cool. So I could see the passion that Michael Cole was really having here. Doing commentary, talking about Dominic. There was a point where I thought that Rey Mysterio could have turned heel in the match because when Rhea Ripley she handcuffed Edge's hand or Edge's arm, when Edge was going for the spear. I thought that was pretty cool, that the whole handcuff spot. Because Edge she kind of holds onto the ropes, to try to get some momentum. And then Rhea Ripley she handcuffed his arm. And it looked like they were, really set for like a good 619 spot there. Like, if Rey Mysterio turns heel, which we probably would never see a Rey Mysterio heel turn, but if he turned heel, that'd be great. That would have been crazy if he would have turned heel. Um, but no, yeah, I mean Dominic, he was doing good in this match here. Doing good when he ran interference here. Um, I mean not Dominic. Damian Priest, he was doing some fine stuff. There was a point where I thought that Edge was going to quit when Finn Balor just kept hitting the coup de grace over and over again. He hit it like 3 times in a row, which I like. As you get older, your stomach muscles that wears on your body, and that was like if he took like 10, I feel like Edge was going to take like 10 in a row there, but that would have been like way too much overkill to take that because, like I said, I mean, your muscles and like your abdominal muscles and everything down there, your stomach muscles, that really takes a toll on your body and toll on your stomach. So I'm happy he didn't take way too many. But when Beth Phoenix finally came out, yeah, I kind of knew how this match was going to end up because excuse me, give me 1 second. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Sorry. Yeah, but once Beth Phoenix finally came out, I got like, yeah, I mean, I kind of knew the way this match was going to end. Like, um, Rhea Ripley knocked out Beth Phoenix with some brass knuckles, and Edge didn't realize that she was that Beth Phoenix was knocked out. And Edge, Finn Balor said, "Hey, this is your last chance to say I quit before Beth Phoenix gets hit with a concerto." And Edge finally said I quit because he didn't want to see Beth Phoenix get hit with the concerto. And then Rhea Ripley says, "I'm still going to do it anyway," and does a concerto on Beth Phoenix. So the winner match was Finn Balor. So I called this when I was doing my the live stream with the Flex Zone podcast. I said, "Hey, Beth Phoenix is going to come out and try to help Edge get the win, but it's going to end up costing because Finn Balor is going to win." So yeah, and I feel like this is going to maybe lead to a mixed tag team match, maybe at Crown Jewel between like Edge and Beth Phoenix, maybe like against Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley, or maybe Dominic and Rhea Ripley. Who knows? I feel like it's going to lead to something like this at Crown Jewel. But yeah, Edge won the match. I don't know really how to rate this match. Maybe like a 3.5 stars type of match. Somewhere around there, maybe 4 stars. It was a good match, but like it was just really, really long, like really long. But yeah, Finn Balor won the match though. And then next we'll move on to the main event, which was a fight pit match. We had Matt Riddle going up against Seth freaking Rollins, and the special guest referee in this match was Daniel Cormier, a former UFC fighter, Hall of Famer and stuff, all that. This was a fun match, like this was the first time we've seen this on the main roster. This match is so interesting and stuff. You can only win by submission or KO. And it's cool how they move the ropes and all that, and like they have this kind of like platform, like it looks basically like a steel cage, but like you can go on top of that platform, you can fight up there and stuff, which is really cool. But no, this was a pretty brutal match here. There was a lot of submissions going on in this match. Seth Rollins hit a pedigree on top of the platform up above, which was really cool in the match. Also had Riddle. He hit a Broton off the top of the cage or off the top of the platform on the Seth Rollins, which it looks like he didn't like. He was hesitant to like jump off there, but like he didn't hit like all of it exactly. It kind of looks like Matt Riddle kind of hurt his back a little bit, jumping off there. They did a lot of nice cage spots. Pretty brutal match here. Um, I mean, it was a fun match, but I really enjoyed um their Clash of the Castle match better. Without having a special guest referee, having more of a wrestling style type of match. I really enjoyed that than this match here. But I mean, this match was fine. I mean, Matt Riddle won the match. It was good. Some things that kind of took away from this match was, there were some fans out, like out in the front row, they were chanting, for Bray Wyatt, like during the whole match, which kind of, I kind of felt bad for Matt Riddle and Seth Rollins, with hearing the crowd, basically chanting for Bray Wyatt, like during the whole match. So I kind of feel bad there. Yeah, Matt Riddle won the match. It was right to have him win. And then the following night on Raw, we had Seth Rollins win the United States Championship, which I think that's good because to kind of elevate the U.S. title. Since Monday Night Raw doesn't have the WWE champion right there. I mean, since Roman Reigns isn't always on Raw, they need to have a big star carrying around the title. So put the title on the Seth Rollins, which was right to do there. But yeah, Matt Riddle won this match here. Good match. Really enjoyed it. Really brutal. And then after this, we had the return of the Fiend, aka Bray Wyatt. I really like how this was done here. I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna go back to this view. I really liked how this was done with Bray Wyatt returning. Um, having the whole Firefly Funhouse, all destroyed and all that. Having all the characters, you like had that buzzard, you had the pig, you had like Sister Abigail, whoever that was. You had that one head, like on the announce table. You had like a character of the Fiend. So, and it's tough saying like who are these like characters, like who is going to be part of the White Six. I mean, I've been hearing a lot of rumors like Baron Corbin, Joe Gacy, who else was I hearing? Liv Morgan. I've been hearing a lot of different people who could be a part of the White Six, which it's hard speculating right now. I'm just going to kind of like let it play out. I just hope Bray Wyatt, he gets treated better, than what he did before, And that promo on SmackDown was like really emotional from this past Friday. They was talking about like how he's saying that he was at a low point in his life, and how us fans, we kind of, cared for him and like that we wanted him back, even when he was at a lowest point of his life. So that was really emotional promo there. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. How much Triple H has in like with really booking really because yeah like really booking Bray Wyatt good because apparently Triple H is a Bray Wyatt supporter. So I mean, well, I guess we'll see how he gets pushed because his last run in WWE wasn't the greatest. That match that they had that was against Randy at Mania 37. I'm pretty sure that they had like that opener, and people didn't like that very much. And they had that match at SummerSlam that people weren't a fan of that much. So hopefully, I guess people are kind of maybe forgetting about that a little bit. But hopefully, like I said, hopefully Bray Wyatt gets booked better. Under Triple H's control. I think he is because he hasn't really failed yet. And there were some things on the show that were kind of iffy, like some of the booking decisions, but I mean, not everything's gonna go the way you want it to, because I mean, we're not in control of this. So, but yeah, I mean, it was cool seeing Bray Wyatt come back. The really over the top, return was really cool. And I think people would have been really upset if it wasn't Bray Wyatt, if it was someone else. I think people would have been really upset. And also, other people are speculating that maybe Bo Dallas is a part of the group, maybe Eric Rowan. Um, I got this is a speculations right now. Who could be a part of? Who could be a part of the Wyatt Six with Bray Wyatt? But yeah, that was my Extreme Rules 2022 review. Overall, it was a fun show. Really enjoyed it. Um, yeah, probably like I said, the best match of the night was the Brawling Brutes and Imperium in the Donnybrook match, and then the I didn't really care much for the Ronda Rousey and Liv Morgan match. That match was not that good. The ladder match was fine. That was a good match. Bianca Belair and I said the ladder match was good. The strap match was okay. I mean, happy that Karen Cross went over, the right person went over in that match. Finn Balor and Edge. That match was long, great, but it was a great I Quit match. The fight pit match was really good as well. Between Matt Riddle and Seth Rollins, the right guy went over in that match. So I mean, hey, it was a successful show here. I gotta say, very very successful show. So if you haven't checked out that show, I mean, definitely go check out Extreme Rules from last weekend. But yeah, that like I said, that was my Extreme Rules 2022 review. If this is your first time ever checking out my channel, please smash that subscribe button. That will really help me out a whole lot. I am on the road to 500 subscribers, so let's get me to 500. And also go follow me on my social media platforms. Go follow me on Twitter and Instagram at the TrueJSB. And some videos that are coming up for you guys are next weekend is gonna be NXT Halloween Havoc. So I'm gonna do a preview and prediction for NXT Halloween Havoc, and I'll be doing a review next week for that. So stay tuned for that. I might do some maybe retro reviews for some Halloween Havocs for WCW because I don't really talk about my WCW, so probably gonna be doing. End up doing a Bound for Glory review. I mean, I already did a watch along for Bound for Glory. I mean, if you guys want to hear my condensed thoughts on the show, maybe I might come up here and do that. I don't know, but since it's been, I mean, I'm up here doing Extreme Rules, so I mean, who knows? I might come up here and do a Bound for Glory review. Who knows? But yeah, I'm gonna try to be a more consistent basis. I know I haven't been doing these reviews at a good time, but hey, I mean, we all have real life situations going on and stuff. So I mean, we're all human and stuff. But yeah, I mean, yeah, Extreme Rules was a fun show. Definitely recommend checking out the show. Their next big pay per view coming up will be is Crown Jewel, which is November 5th. Then they got Survivor Series, which is their final pay per view of the year. But yeah, like I said, hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. Turn on my notifications to be notified every time I make a new video. And this is your boy Juggernaut saying peace out. And I will catch you guys in my next video, whenever that may be. So